Okay, Shirley is a very strong woman. She's going to turn the car around for us. All she does is actually take the pole, just turn it around so it trolls. That's why they call it a trolley, because the pole trolls. When she does that, the lights will go out, and when she reconnects on the other side, then the lights will come back on. This car was built in 1896 in Springfield, Massachusetts by the Watson Manufacturing Company, which
Let's see the plug. So let's see the plug. Okay. This is an electric train.
And it was built in Springfield by the Watson Manufacturing Company. 1870 was the largest manufacturing company in Springfield. The Watson plant was their big thing, medical center. And their factory fact that they used to transfer cars was as long as the ride show. Wow. That was so huge. They had 35 acres of lumber stored for this drying. The car came here in 1896 in October, and it was dragged across the iron bridge, which you see outside the window, to the trolley company's station, which is over where that bright red paint is across the river. The trolley company was built to service all the mills between here and Colrain City, 6.5 miles, and there were cotton and woolen mills that took advantage of cheap Yankee labor and water power. So it made it worthwhile to bring cotton up to the south to here, even though there was no real transportation. The company did very well. They had a major problem though. All the freight came to that building you see down there, the cream and red building, which is the 1867 freight house. It was taken down this road by horse and wagon and across the iron bridge, and you can imagine how expensive that was. Probably the guy who owned the horses made more money than the trolley company did. So in 1908 they built what's now known as the Bridge of Flowers, which is one of the first poured concrete bridges in Massachusetts. Built by a company in White Oak, by the way. This is a photograph of the bridge being built. They did it in one season, which is the way they did things back then. This is a photograph of this car on the bridge, probably when it just opened in 1909. And from then on, the trolley company did very well until about 1920. That's when people started using their cars and trucks year-round instead of putting them away for 6 months. And the passenger service just disappeared. The freight service is good, but in 1925 the state decided they wanted to build a state highway on top of the trolley track between here and Colrain. So they made an agreement with the mills and the truckers, and they abandoned the line. They burned all the cars, except this one, which was saved by a local farmer who was sentimentally attached to it because he courted his wife in it for about 4 years before she agreed to marry him. His kids used it as a school bus going back and forth to school. So he asked the scrapping company if he could buy it, and he said, well, you can have it if you pay us $100 to tow it across the river to your farm. So it sat on the farm for 65 years. That's what it looked like when the museum was started in 1991. The museum was fortunate in getting a grant from the government to restore it, and even more fortunate to find trucks that matched the originals on the internet. And it took 5 years to restore it, and this is our 10th year of operation.